Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my November wrap-up. I read 6 books in November, which is an improvement from the 4 books I did the past 2 months. The first book I read in November is Forgive Me Leonard Peacock by Matthew Quick. This is a novel about a teenage boy who takes his grandfather's gun from World War II. It was a former Nazi gun. He takes it to school and he plans to kill his former best friend and then himself. This was a really wonderful book. It was a little bit unsettling, but I think that you could expect that from any story involving any kind of a school shooting. It's a very interesting and I think important look into the mind of someone who is going through that. It's also an important look just like at the high school experience and bullying and depression. I gave this book 4 stars. The only issue that I had was that the ending was kind of unresolved, and I feel like maybe that was the point, but I just wanted a little bit more of an ending. The second book I read in November was The Retribution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. If you have seen my video that I did about the first 2 books in the Mara Dyer series, you will know that I was so excited about this book, and I was actually pretty disappointed. The first 2 books were so fast-paced and there was always stuff going on, and this one kind of started out strong, but then it didn't really go anywhere, I felt like, for most of the story. I wasn't really invested in what was happening until probably the last 4th of the book. It just wasn't the ending that I wanted to this series. The way that it ended just wasn't what I was hoping for from the last book in this trilogy. I gave it 3 stars. I still liked it, but I was pretty disappointed by it. Next, I reread Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins before I went and saw the movie, so it's Mockingjay. Read it already, still had the same likes/dislikes. After that, I read The Appetites of Girls by Pamela Moses. There's a cat screaming outside of my room. This book is something that I would recommend to any woman who has body image issues or issues with food or an eating disorder, has had any of that kind of experience. I feel like most women today have some kind of issues, if not with body image or food, just kind of self-acceptance, and this is a really, really beautiful novel about 4 women who are sweet mates in college, and it follows their stories from when they were children and their issues with food and stuff started happening through college and after, and it's just a really beautiful story about all their journeys. And I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. Holy shit. This is not a very stable stool that I'm sitting on. Next book I read was Horror Store, I think that's how you say it, by Grady Hendrix. This is a really cool book. I don't know if you noticed, but it looks like an IKEA catalog. It's about this furniture store that's a knockoff of IKEA that is haunted. All of these things keep happening after they've closed and everybody's gone, so 3 employees stay all night to see what happens, and all this shit goes down. It's structured like an IKEA catalog. This is the first page. Looks just like an IKEA catalog. It's got the map of the showroom and stuff, and then every chapter starts with a piece of furniture. The furniture gets progressively more creepy. I really enjoyed this book. I believe I also gave it 4 stars. I would definitely recommend it if you're in the mood to read creepy things. If you don't like creepy books, probably don't read this. The last book I read in November is Yes Please by Amy Poehler. This book is just what you would expect from a book written by Amy Poehler. It's actually really heavy. Look at this book and think about how much it probably weighs. And then I'm just going to tell you that it weighs as much as probably one of the longer Harry Potter books. I don't know what kind of pages these are, but they're the pages of a yearbook or something. It's very well written, it's funny. I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars as well. So yeah, that is my November wrap up. Let me know in the comments what you read this month, and I will see you guys later. Bye! First book I read in December or November, god, what month is it? Words. What are words? Fucking words. This is the, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking fall out of this chair. Yes, oh my god, why am I so bad at this?